Welcome guys back to the channel. Behind me you can see a Mazda 3 2.2 Skyactiv diesel. Stay tuned because this one will be very interesting for us, for you, and very unfortunate for the owner. It is still ongoing, so basically you will learn and see as it goes, as we do it. But without further ado, let me switch the camera and tell you about the problem we are having with this one. So let's have a closer look. As you can see from the tools, the compression tester is out and doesn't mean anything good. So basically the backstory of the car: carbon cleaning was carried out on it, not by us, I need to say that. I don't exactly know all the details, but I'll ask it again just to make sure I don't confuse the things. But so far what I know, the carbon cleaning was done and the engine didn't turn. So when the guy or whoever done the job, he assembled the car back together, he couldn't turn the engine. I assume he first tried to start it with the button and it didn't turn. Then was here today when we received the car, and he said that the owner told him that they could smell a burning smell that very likely came from the starter, because it was trying to start to crank the engine, but it couldn't, because let me tell you why. Something just got fallen inside the cylinder and it locked up the engine, so the piston couldn't go all the way up when it needed to be at the top, that center. That's why the engine didn't turn over. Today is Monday. We've been on Saturday, we went to diagnose the car because the owner asked us to do so. We've checked first. What we've done, first thing was we lifted one side, put it in the fourth gear and tried to turn the wheel, spin the wheel. If the engine is turning, it was turning. I'll tell you why in a bit. So then I tried to crank it. I heard the injectors were firing. That wasn't the issue, so fuel was there, but compression was not there. The engine couldn't start and would never start, or will never start in this condition. The reason, so back again to the story, he couldn't turn the engine obviously by the button. Then he tried with the wrench by the crankshaft. He couldn't turn it. It wasn't turning either forward or backward. So what he has done, he removed the valve cover. And now again, back to one of my commenters, this is that case when the old silicone sealant is still in place, yet the valve cover was removed. The reason is because that wasn't cleaned off. That has to be cleaned, the whole surface anyways, so by the owner. And because while we were at the diagnostics, we called the guy who done the job and asked him what he has exactly done, and he said he tried to push the valves with a screwdriver, and first it didn't go, then it did go. Actually he could push the valves a tiny bit, and after he could turn the engine over. But when he assembled everything back together, the engine didn't start. He said his assumption or his guess is the injector washers, because he did put back the old ones. We will check that. We strongly think it's not the problem, because the injector washers, even they are worn, or even I believe if there are no injector washers, it still wouldn't lose the compression. And now let me tell you about the compression test. So what we've done so far, I removed, because we don't want to jump into crazily into the things without actually discovering what the problem is or diagnosing what the problem is. So we go step by step, trying to do it logically and don't rush it. So what I've done, I removed the glow plug connectors and also then the glow plugs. As you can see, glow plug 1, 2, 3, and we fitted this adapter and done a compression test. Cylinder number 1 had 5 bars of compression and the rest 0. Again, what we think is the problem, that the valves are bent and they cannot close properly, and there where the compression is escaping. So the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to remove the valve cover and see if there is any damage underneath it, and we are going to remove the intake manifold, and we will do a leak down test, and we want to see if the air is coming back through the valves or through the intake ports, and if it does on the intake side, from that we will know the valves are leaking. Also, we want to check with the camera from the intake ports how do they close the valves, if we can see any damage to the valves. But our initial guess is that the valves are bent, and hence the engine has no compression. So stay tuned to find out what is exactly the problem, the root cause of this issue. So I have removed the intake manifold and the valve cover and the oil shower. The camshaft is not worn, but we are not interested in that one at the moment. That's not important for us. We are doing a leak down test. What we've done, we fitted back the injector, the old one, obviously without the valve cover, so just the stud, the bracket, the washer and the nut. Even though the theory, the guy who done it, he said the washers were blowing out, he over tightened the nuts, so even though they were blowing out, the compression wouldn't escape there. And now let me show you the result of the leak down test on the first cylinder. So we are putting it 100 psi and we are getting back 35. So the leak, we are short of 65 psi. That's huge amount, 65% loss. If then we would come back with the camera, we can actually see in the valves, in the intake ports, like where the air is escaping. So he's bringing Fairy liquid, or it was a Mr. Musk of Fairy liquid, and he wants to do something. Yeah, you can see it's pushing out. But only did you spray in both of the ports or on just one? Yeah.
I think the valve is cracked. There is a crack on the valve. You can't see anything.
No, we can't see anything because it's pressing back that Fairy liquid or whatever he sprayed down there, but there is a massive leak. What we are going to do now, we're going to remove both of the camshafts, and in the theory all the valves should be in closed position, so we don't need to put that at the TDC, because what we want to see just the valves. So if the camshafts are off, the valves should be closed, and we want to test it for leakage of the valves, because our guess is the valves are bent. So that is the second intake port. We spray the liquid in there and it is bubbling. Obviously, very likely you can hear that on the video as well. So as I said, we're going to remove the camshafts and then check all the intake ports and let you know the outcome. So we have removed both of the camshafts. I refitted the injectors, obviously temporarily. We tried the leak down test on every cylinder and all came back with 65-70% of loss, and all the intake valves are leaking. Mainly we think because still is dirt on the valve laps and they cannot close properly, but that has to be investigated further because the engine didn't turn over, it was forced. We don't know what the damage is. So at this case, the cylinder head has to come off, so engine out the bottom way. And stay tuned if you want to know or want to see how this turned out, what the damage was, and how to get this one done or how to get it fixed.